Alrighty. G'day to any and everyone out there. My name's Tuck the Shark, and this is City Heroes. Now, this is one of my all-time favorite MMOs. Something that I actually used to play years and years and years and years ago, and since then has actually been had the servers brought down and was completely just taken off the market and such. Some nice folks actually made their own servers for this and put them back online. So this is a series of my own characters that I've been playing myself. Personally big fan of the Riddler, so that's my main character there, sort of based off him a bit there. He's a mastermind type, which means he gets little pets and such, and he focuses on robotics, so he's got little robots and all this and that. I'll quickly show you what I got. I got a female superhero there, Lady Lift. She has gravity control and time manipulation. Demon's Head, another character, might seem a little bit familiar. Based off Ra's al Ghul, another mastermind, has ninjas obviously as his pets. Bog Thing, another one that might seem a bit familiar. Based off Swamp Thing, obviously. Controller, so that means that he gets to use his powers to keep people in place, stop them from moving, or just freeze them up entirely, among a few other crowd control abilities. Plant control, obviously. False Monarch. Arachnos Soldier. So Arachnos are actually one of the main infantry types of the main bad guy in this series, called Lord Recluse. Or Recluse. Sorry, I never could figure out how to say his name properly. But he's sort of like a sort of armored spider looking guy. Looks pretty friggin' gnarly. So all of his infantrymen are sort of same sort of thing, spider-based armor types. You can even get this special crab backpack where it has giant friggin' spider legs coming out and around him. Looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, I think I had an... Oh, no, I think it's not until you've leveled up to a certain point that you can actually officially have that on your character, so that's why he's just got the regular cape now with the Arachnos logo on it, which I think looks pretty cool. And lastly, Marvelous. Just half-naked woman who has the ability to basically cover herself in a stone-like armor, which... as she levels up, she gets more improved versions of the stone armor, so she just looks like a big sort of rock monster by the end point, as well as stone melee abilities where she can like summon a giant stone mallet and whack people, create earthquakes, all such and blah blah blah. And so today we will be creating a new one from start. Select where you want to go: City Heroes Freedom or City of Heroes Going Rogue. I normally stick to the regular City Heroes because seems that most people only ever tend to play that version, and most people only ever tend to play a hero on it. So there you go. This is your choice of origin. Doesn't particularly matter. I mean, it will change what kind of items and that you can pick up and equip to yourself, but you're always picking up stuff that's normally in your origin type anyway, so it doesn't matter way too much, honestly. As well as I always thought it was a bit hard, like starting off like this, unless you had the exact hero in mind that you wanted to make. Like, this is something I'd normally come back to change, so I'll just hit science for now. So here you select all your different class types and such. You got obviously your tanks that just do a lot of melee, soak up damage. Melee attackers, a lot of DPS and such in there. Same with range damage, lots of DPS, pretty squishy up close. Crowd control, so that's like the controller type I showed you before on Bog Thing. Just a lot of area control, stopping your enemies or making them confused, attack each other, all this and that. Support, mainly a defensive type. You're pretty squishy, but you got a lot of healing abilities and defensive shields and resurrections, all this and that. And then of course pets, masterminds and such at the end here, which I think I will select because, I mean, honestly, masterminds are my personal favorite, and I reckon they're pretty fun to have. I mean, some people might not like the fact. Oh, and then you get to actually select. They have, so say, controller and dominators. They're normally actually in the crowd control type, but because they get a few pets like right at the end of their tree, they can apparently be considered pet superhero types. And then Arachno Soldier, which what I showed you before as well. One version of them also gets to like summon little Arachnobots like you see there, and that. But again, that's like much later in the tree. Whereas Masterminds, they always just start off with at least one pet, and it increases. They get stronger pets, stronger versions, more pets, and by the end you can have like a gaggle of like 6 different pets. 3 of them weak, 2 of them mid-strength, and 1 super friggin' strong one by the time you hit like 26, I think it is. Which is why my Riddleman had pretty much stopped there. I got my main pet, and I was like, yep, that was my goal. That's it for now. So yeah, so Beast Mastery, so that you always have like a choice that you can pick between your primary powers, especially with Masterminds. Normally there's an attack ability and a summon ability. So Beast Mastery, obviously you can summon wolves, eventually you can summon lions, and then the last one you can summon is a direwolf. Demons, same thing, summon demonlings, summon demons, and summon demon prince. You wonder what's the difference. If you went, you could actually read the details. Depending on what demons or how many you're able to have summoned, they can do different things and such. Mercenaries, soldiers, by the time you get your 3rd soldier, I know he's like a medic and he can heal up the rest of your soldiers. You can also get special ops and a commando as well. Necromancy, obviously summon zombies, eventually summoning a Grave Knight, and eventually another Lich. Ninjas, Kolgenin, Koljonin, and Onis are the last thing that you can summon, which sound pretty cool. Robotics, so that's what my Riddleman has. Battle drones, protector bots, which are pretty cool because they put like little shields on your other robots while they're excuse me. Sorry about that. As I was saying, yep, they put little shields over your other robots and that, and they can even heal them as well, which is very, very useful. I think it's why I see a lot of other people as well playing robot pet types as well. And then Assault Bot, which is just like your friggin' war machine guy who just has all rockets and Gatling guns and all this and that on him, just annihilating people. And then lastly, Thugs. Generic Thugs, Enforcers, and Bruisers. So I'm curious, because I will go back at some point and also just briefly show you like my Riddleman character and such, all the different pets and abilities that he gets from that. But for now, we shall go into Necromancy. So I'm sure people who do play this have their different opinions on which ability to go for first. I always love just getting your pet first, because that'll just mitigate a lot of the damage from you. And if you have a healing ability in your secondary power here set, you can just heal them up while they attack. Normally works pretty well, at least in my case. So we've got like Cold Domination here, got a whole slew of things. Normally you can see like a little plus sign in the little icons here. That'll mean like that's a healing ability. You normally want one early on, especially if you have pets, I personally find, just because they're constantly dying. Like they are, I think they're always like a level below you, so they're weak, but en masse they're friggin' brilliant. Dark Miasma, Twilight Grasp as well. So you start off with a healing ability here, so this might actually be brilliant, just going along with the fact that I have zombie control and such. And each healing ability, well, most healing abilities actually work sort of differently. So this one here, you actually see that it says, so it'll actually drain the power, so health, from an enemy that you select, and then, sorry, just getting my burps out, sorry about that. So yeah, so you actually take the health from another enemy and then heal all your allies around it, including your pets. Sorry, I'll have a drink here. Sorry, I was screaming a bit earlier today, losing my shit about things just not working. So my naturally shitty throat has gotten even worse. He's hoping I don't cough or scratch my throat into the mic too much. And I apologize if I do. Yeah, so this actually might be good because a lot of the time the zombies are actually melee, so they're going right up to your enemies anyway, so they'll all normally be around them, so this is actually a pretty decent heal. Obviously then you get empathy, which just focuses on healing. You get revived by your fourth one. Bunch of other cool stuff. Force fields, so I don't think there's any healing in here. Just a lot of different kinds of force fields that you can use, and like physical attacks to push people back and such. Kinetics, I think this is meant to be sort of like if super speed was like a support power. So you get, again, healing right off the bat. This works the same way as Twilight Grasp. Take energy from another person, heal all your allies around it. Sorry. God, I hope that doesn't keep coming up. Sorry. Nature Affinity. So you actually start off with the poison attack move, weirdly enough, because these are all meant to be support abilities, but fair enough, can be useful. And then eventually heal ability, such pain dominations, a bit like empathy, but I guess it's like meant to be like you're more reducing the pain and taking the pain into you, while allies are being healed and such. Poison. So this is a single heal ability. You literally just select which ally you want, heal on it. Radiation heals people around you. Sonic resonance, so that's like screaming and such, which I should definitely stay away from at this point. Storm summoning, so all different kinds of things there. You got to heal there. So this one's actually pretty different. So with that heal, you actually select an ally that you want to heal, and then all the other allies around him will get healed as well. Then radiation, sort of similar as radiation, heal people around you, defensive abilities and such. Time manipulation, you get a healing there eventually, but also you can slow people down, rewind time, all such things. And then you got traps and arrows, which are just like your tech abilities to like hold people in place, and sort of control abilities, but also some defensive and healing. Like triage is pretty cool, but also takes a long time to recharge, but you basically put down like a little sort of stationary thing and it'll heal everyone around it for a set amount of time, which is pretty different and cool from other heals. But yeah, I think I'll just stick with Dark Miasma for now. So here you pick your body type, if you want to be a man, a woman, or a chunky man. Apparently it can't be chunky woman, fair enough. If I want to be, yep. So I'm honestly not even sure what kind of a hero I'm going to make, so let's just make him a fat fuck. And just, yep, everything up. And short. I was hoping that would actually make him look short, but screw it, let's make him humongous. Alrighty. And here's the bread and butter of the whole thing. So this probably has one of the best customizing character creation system set up in it, like in terms of MMOs. Like say there's another game called Champions Online. Once City of Heroes went down, that's what I moved on to. Pretty fun, pretty different, might eventually show that one time. A lot of customization as well, but I think this still blows it out. So these are just set types, so you can just go through, have all kinds of different costumes and such. And then obviously if you just want, you can go individually. Got full helmets, all kinds of different things, medieval helmets, and then you go through them individually and la and such. So yep, interesting. That's that. I'm probably going to hopefully I have a previous character that I made saved and just load him up. No, okay, unfortunate. So rather than just wasting people's time going through making a character, because either I'd half-ass it, it wouldn't look good, couldn't be bothered, or I'd just spend way too much time overthinking it and might in the end even go, no, I can't be bothered. So I'll go back to an earlier character that I've already made. I think he's level 7, so he's already got some of his abilities. Not on this server, funnily enough. He's one that I made on his own just because I couldn't get the name on this server. Sorry about that. Okay, no, not in that one. That's another annoying thing. It only really loads your last played server at the top, not even in order of what you have been playing. So it's not Torchbearer, it's not Everlasting. Indomitable? No, did I already select that? Oh, no. Torchbearer, Everlast. Pretty sure he's not in Reunion. Oh lord, unless I deleted the character. Thinking, oh, I'm not using him. No point in having him on his own in this server. Honestly, actually, I think I might have even jumped in him. Let's just retry again on a few of these because I might have accidentally missed one thinking that I had already selected it. Indomitable. Okay, I'll try Torchbearer one more time. Sorry about this. I know this will be boring as all hell, just going through Torchbearer. Yeah, wow, so that was the only one that I was not selecting. Oh, he's not level 7. I actually did play him up till level 13. But, yeah, okay. So, might seem a little bit familiar as well. Called the Phantom Wanderer. Based him off the Phantom Stranger. One of my favourite DC characters along with Swamp Thing. Well, not recently, probably about a couple years ago, read the new 52 that they did on the Phantom Stranger, and it was bloody brilliant. Because I had no idea about him, like who he was, what he does, how he even got his powers, all this and that. He always seemed very mysterious, a stranger you might even say. And watching that series, they sort of go fully into his background and that, and yeah, no, it was bloody fantastic. So yeah, so this is the game. Let's bring this down. So I've already got my travel ability, Magic Flight, so which is why there's all the little purpley shit around me. Let's stop that. So I've got my 2 different trays. So you just got your attack here, which is actually for your minions. That'll send them off to attack something. Then you've got defensive, follow, which will make them follow you. But also, I have customized to put them into defensive mode. By go here, go edit, follow defensive. That originally said aggressive. So that way if someone's attacking you, I'll start summoning them now. Your pets will actually take half the damage that enemies will deal to you. And they'll obviously attack the enemies that are attacking you, whereas I normally just go on aggressive, just have them, I don't want to be attacked at all, really. And then obviously heal, which just puts them into passive mode, and obviously makes them follow you. So I've got one attack ability here, that's Dark Blast, that I've got from a level up. Black Wand, this is actually something that you originally got from, I think it was like pre-ordering the game or some sort of special thing, like being a subscriber or something. And like, so it's just an extra attack ability that you got that was actually pretty strong on its own. Just has a bit of a long recharge, which is fine, very useful to have on you. And then I've got Pain Dominance here, so Nullify Pain, which is just a general heal everything around me. And then I think I've got this one, which is a heal one particular target for extra health. And then a res, which at least if I'm in a team, I don't really need it for my pets, but if I'm in a team, I can bring them back to life. Obviously my flight there, got my 2 different, so summon Zombie Horde and summon Grave Knight. So at my level I can summon 2 zombies and 1 Grave Knight. I can also use this ability to enchant undead. You only need to do it on the 1, and all 3 of them, or whoever you have summon, will actually upgrade. And it doesn't look too physical. I think it's for the smaller ones, they got like green sort of, little poison looking things around them, and this guy, same sort of thing. I don't know if he actually got a little bit of extra armor there, I didn't really notice too much. Got this little thing, again, just a little extra thing that you can get from special vendor. just a little pet to follow you around, give you extra, I think, what is it, extra recovery and defense, very useful. And Mystic Fortune, I think, yeah, so you actually have to select another player, and then when you do that on them, you can give them like a random ability for, I think, like 30 minutes or so. God damn it. Sorry, just those burps aren't going to bloody stops anytime soon, apparently. But yes, and then you got this, which is just your heal. You just can't move or anything, and you just start healing up and getting your mana back, or I think, I'm not actually sure what it's called in this. Endurance. There we are, endurance. And then this, which is just a general always run around sort of thing, but obviously takes just a tiny little bit off your endurance there. No point needing it now. Go back into fly mode, and yeah, and we'll head off to our next quest, which apparently, oh, I was already right at it. I actually think my game might have crashed when I was in there, so it kicked me out and put me back here for the next time I jumped in. Interesting. Oh, and yes, having magic flight, rather than regular flight, which is just same sort of thing without this, and because obviously Phantom Stranger, magical being, you get an added bonus of being able to use teleport while you're flying. So do this, it only has a certain amount of range, and yeah, teleports you forward. You can also just get teleportation on its own as a separate movement ability, but yeah, pretty useless when you're trying to get along, especially if you don't have the best internet. You're going to be falling a lot and yeah, jumping around, and yeah, not the best travel ability. But I did have one character that, sorry, let's have a bit of water here. I did have one character that used teleportation as its main mode of travel, and yeah, getting about with that was friggin' ridiculous. Anyway, let's get in here and get to it. Alrighty. So, powerful industrial chemicals mask the telltale odor of superadine being processed in here. Don't even know if I said that right. Don't even know if that's a real word. Alright. So, let's have a quick look at the mission. See what we got to do. Take down take Velas down, or Vels down. Alrighty. You got, assuming blah 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 blah. You might want to get some help on this one. Good luck. Yeah, don't need luck. So additionally, Morana is still a big question mark. She hasn't shown up since you stopped her from assassinating Councilwoman Simmons, which I suppose I did at one point. But that doesn't mean that she isn't part of the equation. Keep aware and make sure she doesn't get the drop on you. Okay. And here we go. Sorry, just fiddling with some things on my end. Just actually need to check on something. Yep, nope, everything seems fine. Okay. And let's close this up. Sometimes the little X's here can be hard to notice, but hey, found it in the end. I also named my character as Cain and Abel, which if you ever watched, read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing comic series, they appear in that, so I thought, who better than them to be some of the zombies that Phantom Wanderer summons up? No particular reason, but yeah, here we go. So, yellow names, that means that I think they're a level above you. Oh, didn't need to do that. But yeah, so here I'm just back here giving support and such. If I obviously want to give a area heal, I just run up, do that. Otherwise I can select my little pet here and give him a bit of health, which is nice. Might chuck on my rungs, I'm a little bit speedier. Yep, there we go, fantastic. I could use my fly, but I think you get like defense, but like some negative effects if you get attacked while flying. Fellas, Phantom Wanderer is here. How did he find us? It doesn't matter now. Backbreaker, all that matters now is who? Who? I don't understand. Who led them to us? Punch. Morana, go. The lab's location is compromised. What about the trolls? They are expecting a shipment. I'll deal with that in time, but first I must deal with the Phantom Wanderer and his new regulators. I have a warm reception in mind. So actually, I remember fighting Brick Breaker. He was pretty tough, all things considered. Oh, and yep, here we are. So they're already in aggressive, so they're just jumping friggin' right at the bat. I'll focus on this guy. It's fine if he comes and attacks me, because luckily... Oh, Kane, let's get you... Oh, no, there he goes. Right. Normally, if that didn't happen, I could have probably pulled like only one or two of them away, and yeah, and done this a lot easier without risking damage, but that's fine. I don't think I'm going to lose Abel, so I'll use up my summon and just get Kane back. Kane 1. Once the body goes away, it would just be Kane. And yeah, Grave Knight gets to use like a sword and such. They also have some special abilities where at range they can... I think he can shoot like miasma bolts, and they can shoot poison. No, I think... Yeah, or they do poison or miasma themselves. So, pretty useful. I imagine they have some sort of poison ability now as well. It doesn't really tell you once you put that on them, like, yeah. So, yeah, just tells you that it makes them more powerful, effectively. Not really good on the details, although I'm sure you can find it somewhere, and I'm probably just an idiot for not knowing where it is. Alrighty, sorry, just gonna have some water real quick. Alright. Oh, and always make sure that you keep an eye on what your actual task is here. Defeat Velas, because sometimes there's extra tasks like find a box or find the shipment and this and that, and it's so easy to just walk past places like this and like say behind this box there'll be like a smaller glowing box, and you have to click that before you can finish the bloody map. There have been plenty of times where I have just gone runabout looking for, like the entire way around a like giant friggin' map, trying to look for a tiny little glowing box that ends up being in like some bloody corner somewhere. That took me like almost bloody 20 minutes to find. Like, yeah, it can get ridiculous sometimes, but hey, still love the game. Still fantastic. Still utterly nostalgic for it. Because again, this is something that I played like, I started playing like probably a decade and a half ago. But when I was living back in England, I remember seeing originally the continuation of City of Heroes, sort of like an expansion, but as well as like it was its own game, City of Villains, where yeah, you basically got to play as a villain. That's where this mastermind class actually came into it. You didn't get those in Heroes. Like, funnily enough, something brilliant that these modders who created these servers and got the game back up and running, they have done a lot of work on this, and sorry, it gets a bit distracting here, trying to figure out what I'm doing rather than just hitting buttons and killing things. But they've done a lot of work and actually combined both the heroes and the villains so that you could get all archetypes for... Sorry. Sorry. So that you could get all archetypes for both heroes and villains. So that way I can be a hero and still be a mastermind. Or like as such, you might have saw before when I was going through the pets tree, there was controllers and dominators. So controllers were originally for heroes, dominators were for villains. Controllers got their primary skill set, which was like obviously their controlling abilities and stuff. Oh, there's some people right here and didn't even notice me. Yeah, the AI is a bit weird in this sometimes. Like, yeah. But oh my Christ, what the hell was... What? What was that? Okay, I've done this map before and that's never happened. Oh my god. Oh, and there goes bloody Abel. Alright. What? Oh, what? Where? Okay. Come with me, boys. We are taking a leg for it because we are not fighting the bloody boss right now. Going through the fire. Do not care. Do not care. Just get enough range. Hopefully it should stop attacking me. And, oh, yep, no, they're burning alive, I think. Come on. And, okay, so Kane's alright. some health in a second. Oh. Okay, so I think because I wasn't attacking the boss, he's not going to follow as much as... Oh, no. Oh, they weren't following me at all. Oh, I wonder if that was a special surprise thing for this mission. Okay, hello? Hello? Can't seem to click on you, nor tab. Okay, let's just heal up Grave Knight one more time. You gonna follow me? Maybe I missed some dialogue where they were like, oh no. Oh yeah. Okay, that was odd. Let's go back. I suppose, are you still not tabbing onto him? Where the hell did he come from? There's no way he was just sitting there, was he? What about... There are enemies over there? Oh. Yeah, there must have been some sort of event that happened just now. Oh, yep, got to get more used to using the bloody keys. No, don't use it yet. Yep, there we go. No, that didn't get them. Bloody hell. Quick, back to an area 1. Quick. Yep, fantastic. Heal him up. Yep, awesome. Oh, and of course here's the bloody boss. Alright, so this is going to be a smidge bit annoying. Let's actually get this guy back out as well. Didn't even notice that he wasn't there. Whoa. Kane's getting down. Get him some heal. Yep, thank you very much. And back to him. Oh, he's doing a lot to the Grave Knight. And I just, as well, another thing, I find attacks in this are so inaccurate. Like, I think maybe it's just meant to be like a point of, oh, I'm running out of energy. Oh, no, that's not good. Yep. Come on, guys. We can take him. We can take him. Get the Grave Knight back out. Oh, is this going to use up all my mana? Yes, it absolutely is. Bloody hell. Alright. No, come on. We got him. What? Where the... okay. Going to run back. I also have the missions set to +1 difficulty, so all your enemies go up by 1 level. That way you just get XP like a lot faster and such. As well as now this being like a free game that some modders are just hosting on their own, they've given you a lot of extra bonus. So you see you got XP up here. So this is a double XP booster, so this is giving me a bunch of extra XP, which is bloody fantastic, because yeah, it just helps you zoom through the game when you're not teaming up with others, because honestly, teaming up with others is probably the best way to quickly level in this game. Okay, before you go back to your mate, let's... No. Oh, yep. No, he's... Oh, God. Just... Yep. Okay, now for some reason you've decided to hang around. Yes, my Grave Knight I think did get some... What? Where are... sorry. Where are you going? Dumbass. Stop running back to the other boss. Like, think, oh, that's smart. Yeah, go back and just run to the other guy. That'll keep you alive. But, I mean, really, I'm pretty sure it's just weird, glitchy AI. Where are you guys going? Like, are you serious? Fine, just, yep, do it. Buddy, just do it. Alright, upgrade these guys. Hopefully before they... What? Oh, it's his pet. It's his pet. That's why. Of course, Grave Knight didn't even think. That's why. Damn. Okay, this might actually be a hard one. All things considered. Although I don't think he gets health back at least when you run away, so... Might just have to be a bit of a puss and just run back and forth. Oh, that's the wrong heal. That's alright. Got Grave Knight back up. And yep, get some for Abel and everyone else. There we go. Alrighty. Yep. Oh, gonna hit him. Oh, no. Actually, might start saving my mana here. Gonna have some water. Brilliant. Alright, so now they're gonna start dying really quick. Although he's almost done. Although I'm pretty sure the Grave Knight's gonna hang around once he's down anyway. Oh, and I'm actually dying a bunch here. Inspiration, so these are little extra bonus things that you can pick up. So I just used health and fury, just because I'm like, oh, fury probably didn't need to be, well, even health probably didn't need to be used right then. What do you say? But if you wish to prove me wrong, then try, I don't realize this van bluffing fan water. I've tried, there was no answer. I think the facility manager is somewhere in that building. What? Are you still going, mate? Jesus. Alright, alright. I'm sure he was still there and I just hadn't noticed. I'm sure. So yep, chuck some heals, back on Kane. Give them all a bit of a heal. And yep, you should be done. Alrighty. Cool, done and dusted. But rescue Philip. Oh, okay, I got a timer now. Get out before the building burns down. Oh, no. What? No. Where? I don't remember seeing anyone. They literally could be anywhere. Jump. Oh, actually, no, screw it. I can fly now. Get out there. Find the facility. Yeah, yeah. Well, what do you think I'm doing, mate? Just. No, not there. Not there. It's not that dude, obviously. Oh, they. No, no. Oh, God, okay. So just, everyone. Just start going for him. Alright, we've got to take these guys down. This could turn out bad, all things considered. But, here we go. He's hoping my grave might... Oh, even leveled up. Fantastic. That blue experience bar as well is like you get for just not playing the game. Like gives you an extra bit of a boost in XP. And I'm level 14. Brilliant. We have to get out of here. This place is going to blow. Yep, nope. Follow me, please. I'm not sure if sometimes I think if you get too ahead of them, they stop following you. Oh, God. There's still one left. Where are you, mate? Where are ya? Is he following? I've got 44 seconds. I think I'm going to fail this, actually. I don't know if NPC is fast enough to actually run with me back to the beginning in that amount of time. 30 seconds. Is he coming? Yeah, well, where are ya? Oh my God! Where'd he go? Alright, I'm just going to run back to the beginning and just hope for the best. Yep. Mission thing shows me just go over here. Got 5 seconds left. Let's just hope. Please, please, please. Oh. That could have been on the dot if it even counted, so... Oh, here's hoping I don't gotta do that again. And... Yes, I do! Yep, nope, that completely fucked up. Okay. Well, I'll take a break from this character for a while, and instead just show you another that hopefully has a mission that goes a bit better. What I will do first before I leave though is I shall go on down to this guy here who was it steel or yeah blue steel. There's one person in every area that you go to you can talk to about leveling up, and every 2 levels you actually get an attack ability, whereas every second level you get an attack ability, and every first and third, I guess, every even level you get an attack ability or a ability from your primary or secondary power set, and every odd ability you get these little slots that you can put onto abilities. Sorry. Excuse me. And they're not normally filled up like that. They're empty like this often, and then you pick these little things up that enhance, like say accuracy, healing, damage, recharge time, endurance, and cost. However, because of my level, the red ones mean that they're no longer effective or active, I should say. So I could go to a vendor, but I do not particularly want to, and I'm surprised I didn't actually pick up, because the enhancements you pick up show here, so I'm surprised nothing actually came up at all. That's fine, that's fine. Let's train up to a new level, get a new ability, and try another character. Yep, so you got your travel abilities here. You also got some like defensive and fighting ones. So obviously there you got boxing, blah blah blah. Just straight up healing if you want that as your super speed, teleportation, leaping like giant jumps, regular flight, visibility, leadership. That's actually normally not too bad when you have enough mana to go around, because they're just defensive things that you can keep active. They give you a little extra boosts, and also your teammates and pets boosts. However, because I only have the one attack, might go life drain. Yeah, so that only heals me. Whereas share pain, that heals another person but also damages me. So I'll go life drain because, yeah, that'll at least give me more of a chance to just get into battles and such. I like to switch that with that, keep that at the end. I just like the color coding, personally. And yeah, I'll show you a little bit of Riddleman as well. Actually, maybe I'll show you Bog Thing quick, actually, just show you what controller abilities are like. Because they're actually pretty fun as well. You get like mass control abilities where you can bring up vines and just keep a whole area of people in stasis, which is pretty useful. Get stun spores that he can throw on people that just make them attack each other. Very useful. So I know my main. Okay, so I really got to remember Torchbearer is that one, because I've done this before in my own time where I've just gone between all the bloody servers thinking, no, where is he? I swear I've done all of them, and then eventually find it and like, oh, okay, I'm clearly friggin' an idiot. Yeah, actually, maybe Lady Lift. Yeah, I mean, gravity control and is like one of my favorites. It's one of the ones that I started off with when I first started playing the game, like when I was a kid, and I just had a lot of fun with it. I guess not that very visually stimulating, but it still looks pretty cool. Like you hold people just sort of floating in stasis, as well as you have abilities where you can fling them up in the air, and if they're already held in your stasis, it does impact damage, which does extra damage. Okay, so yep, that's another mission, probably kicked out of, or failed for all I know, but yeah, I think it's off because of how terrible my internet connection is, sometimes just dropping out at a hat, which, pray to God, never happens while I'm streaming. Yeah, sometimes just kicks me straight out. Alright, so yep, so do it. There's some enemies down there. These are just random citizens, I suppose, that are running. And yeah, so let's start off with full-on control. So that dude's not moving. Probably should have used the area control on him first, so he got a bit of impact damage there. Love this ability. Just pull random things out of the ether and just fling them at people. And give him one up. That missed. Bloody hell. Alright. Yep. No. So I can't see the actual keys too well, so I might rely on pressing buttons a bit too much. Let's pull something else out. What have we got? I didn't see what that was. It was very tiny. That's fine. Okay, so no, they don't get impact damage, I suppose, when they're just in the regular crushing field. They have to be fully gravity distorted, I suppose. Yeah, so I'll do that to her. Overpowered, and then, yeah, let's use fling on her, and as you should see, impact. There we are, extra damage. Fantastic. I think you can even do it with the flinging ability here. Pulled out a bin or such, or if it actually had hit. As I said, a lot of abilities. Yeah, just miss. I love it though, your crowd control where you just hold people in place does do damage as well. And here come these guys. Gonna use that on the strongest one. Him, hold in place, just in case. Nope, didn't even work, fair enough. And pull out a desk, fling it at him, and fling him in the air, which, yep, didn't get to see the animation for it, but still did damage, because apparently when they're on the floor, they don't get flung up, which, you know, I figured they should. I don't see why not, but hey, not that big of a deal. Still fun. Yep, he should be done. And then this guy, where are you going? That's another thing I've noticed as well. Like in this version, enemies will just oh, there you go, impact damage again, and some more impact damage for you. Yep. Yeah, that random enemies sometimes just will run away, like, and I don't think it's like an intellect. Yep, let's pull this guy back without trying to get too many of them. Oh, only pulled the one. Okay, cool. Yep, she should be done pretty quickly. Because you're in the white name, meaning that she's at my level. Yellow meaning 1 level above. Orange at 2, red at 3, and purple at 4, or possibly anything else higher than that. So I want to pull this dude over towards me. But oh, and I forgot as well, I have a time distortion as my secondary power set. So I only have the first basic one, but it actually slows people down. Yeah, so that way if I had a bunch of them coming at me and my crushing field mist, use this on one of them, run away, have the others catch up with me, fight them, while the other dude's still plodding along, slowly taking his time to get to me. Pretty useful. Gas tank, no, mist. Some sort of tank anyway. I love something that I'm pretty sure they didn't have in the original game before it got closed down and everything. Don't know what that is. Like a rolled up carpet or something that's been cut, or insulation maybe. But like all these items that I'm pulling out are like now physical objects that I can knock around. Yeah. Whereas before, I'm pretty sure they just disappeared after a little while, or you just went through them. Which I quite love that. That's pretty brilliant. Yeah, another thing, yeah, active pets always shows up after you played a mastermind for some reason. Even when you haven't actually, I think. When you like start off, your character does the same thing for some reason. Just close that off. And finish her off with that. Which again, just that little white ability I have here, Nemesis stuff. An extra little thing that you can get from a person, which just like a random, like a special vendor, which is just useful when you do your early levels. Anyone here? Nope. Because it just counts as an extra attack, where you're starting off with like 1 or 2 attacks depending on what abilities you even selected. So always useful to have around, as well as, yeah, does pretty decent amount of damage, as well as knocks them back. Pretty good. And fling a little Descature. Fling in there, missed that. Fair enough. And yep, gonna fling you one more time, and done and dusted. Alright, so now this dude over here, yep, no, he'll be taken out pretty quickly, but for all I know, there are people around him. So let's just done, coffin. Just what you needed, mate. And yep, dead and done. Cool, no one else around. Fantastic. Yeah, so these maps can get actually somewhat big. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to hit like an elevator soon. That'll bring me to another map. And then that'll be just as big normally as well. And yeah, these can take a while sometimes, but either way, I have a lot of fun with these. Like, when I'm not streaming, like, I get really into the mindset of playing my characters. Like, yeah, you take that, fling yourself into the air. Lady Lift says no. But that's just the type of gamer I am in secret. Get too into things. Sort of like what they say with Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. You know, he has that sort of blank face just so that you can like really identify with him and put yourself in the character's shoes and just get extra involved into the film. Haha, didn't work for number 2 and 3 apparently. But yeah, same with these characters. Even though I'm playing a woman, doesn't matter. Still bloody loving it. Got a little robot hands that I customize as well with those little blue specks that only come out when she's attacking. I thought a little cool thing that she's got going on there. Sorry, just getting a bit of a mind blank now. But yeah. Oh, and there goes a lamppost, and here comes you. Let's use this guy to do the crushing. Nope, hit the wrong key. Crushing field, because it should hopefully. Nope, didn't reach this guy. That's fine. put him in this complete stasis one, so that when hers wears off, she should still be stuck in place at least. And boom, there we are. I love that has an area effect, even though it didn't touch him in the slightest, but hey, that's cool. Probably should have just gone with the lift. Yep, definitely should have gone with the lift. Oh, yep, no, done and dusted. I should probably use these as well, because you get them quite often, like your little inspirations. So I'll probably use it on the next battle I have. So arrest Toothbreaker Jones. So I don't think he's up there. Let's have a look on the map. So yeah, there's also a lot of dead ends that you a lot of dead ends that you can get in these maps as well, where you're just running around like basically what is like a maze, and then you realize, oh, there was another room that I could have gone to, and that also has another maze that has the enemy at the end. Or hey, oh no, there's a third place even that has it. Sorry, gonna have a little bit of water. Could also post in this little chat here, obviously you've been seeing going on and off, mostly filled with people looking for groups, wanting to play with one another, because as I said before, one of the best ways to level up quickly in this game is playing with others, which I actually do have a lot of fun doing. Might give it a shot next time I play this game. But yeah, I just wanted to show everyone just the general sort of basics of things, how all different things go about. No, a lot of moves are missing now. And there goes a statue that I just pull out of the ether. Someone's probably going to miss that, or at least notice it's gone. That's fine, that's fine. At least I'm getting more use out of it than it just standing somewhere doing nothing. Yep, no, you can take that, and you can take this, and hopefully that gets both here. Yep, fantastic. Leave me alone. Might even put that on you, so I can focus on you. Actually, this might even kill. Yep. Oh no, no, just knocks him down. Okay. Maybe it doesn't do damage. Maybe I was wrong. Not exactly anything new. Alright, yep, keep you back in place. Gonna fling something at you. What we got? A desk, yep. Sure no one needed that. Sort of understanding a bit more now J. Jonah Jameson's view on things. They're a menace. They just pull statues and people's furniture out from the ether and just fling them at others and leave them just piling up in these random burnt down buildings. Why? Yeah, but yeah, no, that's fair. I would say I'm a menace, absolutely. Little glowing desk, which obviously means there's something to it, even though it's not even telling me in the bloody mission here. Like, and again, I could be going the complete wrong direction here for all I know. I could be clearing out this entire area, only to find out, oh no, it was just regular bloody enemies here. Yep, come on, come on, come on. Fling away. Leave me alone. Yep, no, fantastic. And you, what have we got for you? Lampshade to the face. Going Russell Crowe on you. No, wait, no. I think he flung a phone at someone, I think. Not a lamp. Maybe it was a lamp. Maybe it was both. I don't know. Sounds like an aggressive man. Well, he's Australian. From what I hear, we are an aggressive people. Even though I may not be myself. A clue found. Fantastic. Don't know what that does for me. Definitely didn't need it to complete the mission, but maybe I didn't notice. Maybe it gave me a little bit of XP. Is that? Yes, that's Toothbreaker Jones. Fantastic. I went the right way. No. So he's going to resist that. Can we? Yes, overpower him. Fantastic. Now just got to take out his little minion here. And what are we flinging at him? What was that? Computer? Don't know. You get a lot of random cool objects in this. Like how you guys might have seen a statue fling at someone before. I remember seeing like a statue, but it was like a giant globe, and bloody took up like half the bloody screen when it came out. So yeah, pretty interesting, all things considered. And there was still another guy up there. Well, you haven't been much of an issue. Yeah, so yeah, again, gravity control, one of my favorite abilities in this game. I think mainly just for the third ability here, where you can just pull random things out and fling them. But yeah, mission complete. Done and done. So level 9. odd level up. Quickly show you what that gets you. Jump in a little bit for Riddleman, and then I'll probably end the stream there. So give it another 5 or 10 minutes, and yeah, I think it's going well so far. Normally, I love this as well because I gave her jet boots. When she uses fly, it automatically has little streams coming out. I didn't actually. That wasn't any extra customization on my part or anything. Just equip those boots. Thought, oh yeah, they look robotic. Can imagine that they're what she's using to fly around, and then yeah, get the flight ability, and it automatically activates when you use fly. Pretty damn cool. I think I'm in Saints Row, so yeah, this is the Kings Row. Sorry, Kings Row. Saints Row is a game. Kings Row is a place in this game. Funny thing that. I think even that coin there, you can. I'm pretty sure you can pull that out of the ether and just fling at people. Yeah. Luckily though, even though they are more physical in the areas when you summon something up, you still can walk through them, because I have had giant things just be in the way, but been able to just phase right through it. So I'm just thinking, so I've got accuracy, attacks, and endurance costs on these. Oh, I'm not quite sure what I want to give the extra slot to, what I would even need an extra slot for. Propel, always useful to have, and gravity. Oh, I'll give one to Crushing Field, because I'll probably eventually put a bunch into that when I get to it. And yeah, so that's Lady Lift for ya. I like you get little emotes in here. Got your stances and such, your villain stances, all that. Pretty cool. Evil laugh. So yeah, that was Lady Lift. Jump out of this character. Show you a little bit of Riddleman. And then that'll be it, I suppose. I hope everyone's enjoying it so far. Hope I'm not too stammery or quiet or burping too much, which I know I am, which I, again, apologise for. Can't control, but still. Was doing fine yesterday, yet today now I'm just full of friggin' burps. Which is, again, as well, like, only just started once I started bloody recording. Was fine when I was having breakfast, doing my morning exercises, showering, all this and that. Then, yep, sit down, I guess maybe start getting a little bit stressed, because again, this sort of stuff, I'm just always a nervous wreck about doing anything different, and being new to streaming, a bit nervous, just a bit. Yeah, so probably not going to necessarily just waste time doing a mission with him, even though this is Atlas Park. This is like the level 1 to 5 area. Oh, that's right, I was over in the tailor, because I'm pretty sure I got a different costume for myself. Even though all the costume slots are already on, well, most of them are, sorry. Excuse me, sorry. So I decided to get a little costume for, another costume for him. A bit more authentic to the Riddler sort of costumes that at least you've seen in sort of like Arkham Asylum and such, I think. I think he sort of looked more like that. Although still, I prefer costume that I created. And yeah. Gave him the flight ability. Obviously Riddler doesn't fight, as well as like his origin being technology and such, that I've just personally given to him. Sorry, if you use the mouse middle mouse button, you can change the rotation of where you're looking at your character, but then it doesn't automatically go back, so you have to sort of figure it out by being like, nope, that's a bit off center, no, still a bit off center. Fantastic, here we are. This is the main place where everyone just likes to gather, even like high-level people, especially when like looking for teams and such. Sometimes there'll be like costume contests here, which I've seen a couple of those go. They're pretty fun. People just line up all around the edges here. You get people like giving out a bunch of, I think it's called infamy or rep, which is technically the currency, I suppose. I think if I go to ID... influence, sorry, influence, that's your money, apparently. Don't know why the hell it's called that, but yeah. This is also the person that you would talk to if you want to get your XP boosts and your little like defense things here and all this and that. I'm sorry, what? Power drone pet. Ah, cannot do it when flying apparently. Fair enough. Yeah, got Victory Rush. That's just a general defensive. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's actually when someone goes down. I think you use it to make all your, or when an enemy goes down, you make all your allies stronger. I'll just quickly show you the battle drones. So again, trying to sort of give them like Riddler henchmen names. Query, who was actually the Riddler's daughter in one series of comics. Echo, sorry, no. I think Echo and Query, sorry, were his henchmen. And then his daughter was just called Enigma, yeah. Which, bit sort of on the nose there. Conundrum, I just came up with myself because I was running out of name. Interrobang and Interrobang, because apparently there's 2 different ways to spell that word, like legitimately if you Wikipedia it. I love these guys because they're the ones that give you the shields and the health and all this and that. As well as for anyone who doesn't know, Interrobang, that's when there's a exclamation point and a question mark pushed together. Sorry, well, not like overlapping, but just like next to each other. And then Enigma, that's right, yeah. I called the main one Enigma. Pretty cool dude. Oh, someone's got some like mist sort of thing going on, which I'm pretty sure is from the storm summoning abilities, where like makes your allies sort of invisible, such, which can be pretty useful. And then I'll put the little tech upgrades on them. I mean, you'll see all of them, like some of them get like extra like red lights and such. Yeah, there you go. Got little red lights on their shoulders now. Nothing too substantial, but they do get a few extra abilities, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'll quickly just run over, kill something that is immensely weak, just to quickly show off these abilities. Yep, go for it, guys. Robots, assemble. Form of your death. Yep, lasers, knockback, bunch of interesting stuff. Instantly took them out, so yep, cool little lasers on the big guy. Sometimes even has like rockets and such, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah. Next time I play this game, might give like a full-on preview of like what Riddleman's like, because you got like a, what is it, pulse rifle burst, photon grenade, which that will sort of stun enemies and make them, give them sort of like the blind effect, so they have like terrible accuracy and such. I think. Disorient. There we are. Disorient. Yeah. Nemesis stuff, just because I don't have that many attack abilities, literally just the 3, including that. Again, useful. Repair, so that's if you just want to use one particular strong heal on one of your robots, only works on your robots, and then obviously just empathy as my general, just being able to heal everything and all that. Excuse me. And yeah, that's most of it. This is just where I keep all extra pointless abilities. So yeah, tactics and assault, always have those active. Tactics, giving your team extra damage and resistant to taunt and placate, which obviously placate is just the opposite of taunt. And then the other one, yep, team plus like basically better accuracy and resistant to confuse and fear, and extra perception, which not sure what that would be. I would actually figure that would be accuracy or something, or maybe it's being able to see them. I love that. These bloody robots are fantastic. But yeah, so yeah, gonna end the stream there. Hope everyone liked it. Sorry if stuttered or did a lot of and all that. Trying to get better. Second day doing this. Hopefully I will. and yeah, be back next week. Or no, sorry, actually not next week. Next week is my week off. And then the following 2 weeks after that, though, I will be back doing Pokemon Nuzlocke, Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke on Sundays. Doing this on Mondays now. Originally wanted to do Half-Life, but that just completely just does not work. And for some reason, going into Steam, trying to go into the properties and fix it doesn't work, because now that will just freeze and the bloody screen jumps about, and have to go into Task Manager just to close down Steam to get rid of it. And it's a whole bloody ordeal, so I think I'm going to have to reinstall Steam. Hopefully I don't get rid of my games. Even tried to play another game as well on Steam, but that one apparently wouldn't let me use a resolution smaller than 1280, even though my computer's like 1980 or whatever the big one is. Sorry, I don't know resolutions off the top of my head. We'll get better at learning those as well for you. But yeah, then Tuesdays, so tomorrow I'm going to go into Overwatch. I know that does work, so I'll be giving that a shot, showing people my very subpar Overwatch skills. And then day after that, I think just more Pokemon Nuzlocke. Yeah. So basically just Sunday, no, sorry. Yeah, something like either way. Just have a look on my Twitch when I'm not streaming, and I have a full schedule there that you can see exactly what time I'm streaming, what games I'll be doing on what exact days, even the dates and everything. So any information, find it there, as well as check my Twitter out if you for any changes or scheduling updates or issues that I might be having, or extra content that I might be throwing your way. You can find me at @_ the Shark. That's @_ TARQ THESHARK. And yeah, thanks all for watching. Toodles.